I met Rob, the love of my life, in January of 2000. He asked me to marry him, and I said yes. We bought our house in 2004. Oh, I fell in love with him from the first moment. We were so happy when we got the keys. I began to cry. And Rob said, "Why were you crying?" I said, I never thought we would own our own home. From day one, I knew this would be where I would retire and grow old with Rob. But in July of 2008, I had a stroke. Even though I made a 90% recovery, I still lost my job. After my stroke and the housing crash, we went to the mortgage company and tried to get a modification. I filed for unemployment in February of 2009, and then in May, we received papers about modifying our home loan. We sent back the papers, and we agreed and paid half of the original payment and thought we were on the right road. Then in May of 2010, my payment was sent back. They said to reinstate my loan, it would be $34,000. I called the bank, and they said to put the money in the bank, and they would let us know when we could pay it. So we put it in the bank. In August, we received another notice from Bank of America's lawyers, Trott and Trott, saying that they were accelerating the loan. Then we got another modification from Bank of America in November. But right after that, we got a sheriff's sale to take place in December of 2010. We were confused, really confused. So we called and asked them what was going on. They told us that the lady we needed to talk to was on vacation. We called her for about 3 months, and we called over and over again. And each time she was on vacation, we called up until April. And then we didn't call anymore because Bank of America kept calling us and asking us why we were late on our payment. We weren't late on our payment because we didn't have a payment to be made. So all the while, Bank of America was calling and telling me that we were late on our payments. I told them that I wanted to know if the payments that were being made were actually going on our loan. Then they got hostile and hung up the phone on me. Then in November of 2011, we received something from Fannie Mae telling us our options run or go. Then 2 days later, we got an eviction notice of a couple days. Just yesterday, we had an eviction hearing. The judge said we have to go by January 2nd, although we were only given 10 days, then a 10 days extension. And then they said the sheriffs would not come until the January 2nd. If we lose our home, we don't know what will happen. We'll have to rely on our family and our church. We don't know where we will sleep or where we will keep our things. We did everything right, and now we don't know what to do anymore. Please help me, please.
Thank you, Debbie. Okay, now we have Susie Wilson, who is Debbie's cousin, and her daughter Dakota.